job, and I gotta be able to. So I was glad that she was able to just, give me instructions, and we was able to carry it out, and we was able to get that job done. So I really admire all your hats, and I'm glad, like you're saying, you're starting to learn to be able to celebrate them, because like you said, it is your heart. That's number one, and then being your self care. This really is so true. That is so true. Sometimes we don't think about how important some of the accomplishments that we actually do. And then, but I think about Regina being the oldest. I have seen where times she has been hard on herself, and I used to say, "Oh, I'm not going to talk to Regina because Gina she just said to me that I said." And then one day I started asking myself, "What do you mean? Have you ever thought about maybe how you were coming back across to Regina?" And so I always just try to just listen because you're that's not what I said, and I'm thinking. But sometimes we hear a person, maybe we don't understand them. That's can't say what you ain't hear what I said, did you? What do you mean I did, but I ain't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. So if I've ever repeated something, it's because I'm trying to make it make sense. Because one thing I've learned when I was taking a class with Kimberly in high school and Christian ministry, wherever we was at, she always taught me, and it has always been a factor to me, and it has always worked for me. Once, if it makes sense to you, you will remember it.
No retention issue.
But if I'm trying to just
relate.
I can't.
I just said bump it. I'm done.
It doesn't make
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'll come back and revisit.
So I have to.
Not at that point.
Which is fine too. Which is fine. Which is understandable. Sometimes you have to revisit at a later time, which is true. So I have made that process of making sure that I'm understanding, so that I can get the answer out of what needs to be. I think sometimes you will be hard on yourself, and I know I know you have done it, because you'll say with the finance you said so much, and I was like, one day. So when Tree made the statement, I said, if she just go and do, and don't worry about this finance, what would you really do? And so I'm just thinking about all of us at this table. Remember the movie out with the lady, she thought she was going to die, and Latifah, and she just lived her life, but she just lived it.
Oh yeah, that Christmas movie.
Yeah, and she just went on and just lived it, because she just spent it all, she didn't care. And I was just taking that as just go ahead and do. Because one day I was telling Drusilla, I think it was Tree, could be Kim, I don't know. I said, I remember hearing Tony Robbins, and I'm thinking I'm laying in bed and I'm wrestling, and just do. And I just jumped up and got in the shower. And the other water was cold, but the programming after you got there. And I noticed those are the things I know in my life, you have to just go and not think.
Break the cord. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Because I could wrestle it as well. And I know, okay, what Kim did, or Roz did, or Tree did, but I didn't get. Well, no, you just got to go to the computer. I don't care if I went there and I was watching it and something happened, you felt. But you went. You're breaking the mode of going. You're taking action. You're putting it in. So it'll come to me. Okay, to me to go and do this. It'll start coming. But if you never break that, and you never know what it looked like, you just never know. And I know when I think about my grandson, I be thinking, to me, you telling your grandson that what are you doing? You telling him, well, you gotta do it, and you're not doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so. But anyway, it's a learning process that we're all learning to be responsible for ourselves and support one another. And I'm just glad to be part of this too.
Okay, well, for Rosalind, I think you're a very lovely, loving young lady. I do think sometimes you take on a lot where you could probably delegate things to take it off of yourself, and you'd be more enjoyable of your experience, of what you're experiencing, if you just delegate some more things and don't feel like it has to. If it's not getting done and you have to step up and make it happen, just sometimes just let it be. Because I know, you like things a certain way. And
let's get done.
But the fact is, delegate it out. Trust that the person will do it, and if they don't, it's okay. But even the way they did it, that takes, I think, a lot of pressure off of you. For Karen, you hear my trees ruffling. My money just ruffling.
Oh, no, right.
So for Karen, I think it comes to a point where you have to differentiate between when to just be Karen and then when to step into a professional mode. Sometimes it doesn't seem like you know how to shift that, and you'll come across as loud or unprofessional. Whereas in that setting, sometimes where we are, things require a different dialogue or our mannerism, how we have to do. I think too that when something is might be bothering you, you share it, but sometimes I don't think you actually just share what you're really feeling, how something really affects you, is affecting you. And I think if you felt, I want you to just feel safe that if something's bothering you, no matter what, it's safe to share it with your heart. We're here for you. So it's not like something you have to, sometimes I feel like you have like a guard up when you share some things, but you don't have to have that. I just see we're here, and this is what we're here for, to just be open and supportive of each other. For Demita, I see where a lot of times you, like you said, you have your finances in order and everything. Sometimes I think you look at it like that's if that's not happening, is like devastating. Everything has to be A and B. You got to have a C or D plan. I see so much how you admire your daughter, and I sometimes ask myself, why is she not celebrating herself? You build Cynthia up, and you're so proud of what she's doing, and you should be as a mother, but you have to have that same aspect about you, that you're so proud of who you are and what you're doing, that shines forth from you. I can say for myself, it did bother me when it came with me and you, when it came to things with your husband. And I just felt like, as my sister, I felt like it was being made to feel like it was my fault as some of the things that had been said out of order to me, and that did hurt me as a sister, because I tell everybody, you are my number one. I say that's my sister there, and for us being as close as we are and doing things, I didn't like the fact of that having to come between me and you as sisters. No, girl, she back in 1970.
I would say
something.
You jumped on, so you should have been good.
No, no, the things when Rick would say things out of line. So it just bothered me because that's my sister, and I've always heard people say that. I would never be the type of person that would do anything behind my sisters or my friends or anything, and to be told things or hearing things or being made the way I felt when I shared it with you, that it was me because of some of my doing. Like, it wasn't embraced, like, okay, but that it just bothered me. But other than that, I love you. Like I say, me and you, like they said ride or die. That's what you say. That's my sister. We close. We there. We want something we can see out of. We going. We doing things, making it. We shaking it, making things happen. For Kimberly, you are
Set free, because that junk off my house.
you worked me like you Bruce Slade without pay. Well, I said beat me with a strap, but you was all right. But no, I see you as a true, powerful woman. And the reason why I say that is because a lot that I see in you, I see in me, but I just hadn't developed it as you have on your journey. I had other things going on in my life, but seeing you do what you did always gave me hope that I could be true to the vision or to the woman that I am. And seeing how you stand there and you take charge of things that are happening in your life is amazing. Like I say, the only thing I saw that you just were not celebrating all these amazing things is like you got all these monuments across Washington and you just drive by them like they're not even you. But I know that's changing.
Yes.
And it was an honor for me to clear up your space so you could keep the creativity stuff coming to you. So I do appreciate, you sharing things. But sometimes, you would share things and I would
get offended, and that came from everybody, because I wasn't always the best one with finance. I wasn't always the best one with relationships. I was not,
Messy like mama.
that kind of thing. And when someone shares that with you and you're not willing to look at it, you get offended. You put your guards up, you get distance and all of that. But deep down inside, you're wanting that change because you've already see it yourself. You already see it yourself, and so that was one reason why I used to sort of like. I don't know if you ever know. I was sort of like a little distant. I would do certain things, or just wouldn't say certain things. And yeah, because that's not me. I'm not a true cancer. I'm not that with the homebody thing. That's just not me. Somebody did. I was then, but that ain't me.
You get them bouts when you gotta just sit back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I haven't been getting like that because my thing is like
too much movement.
It's just like I'm ready. I'm just explaining. I'm ready to do this. Like they say, I'm ready to do the damn thing. I'm just doing it. So that's where I am. And like I say, the thought of my sisters, I just love my sisters. Even when I was sharing, I said I just love my sisters. Regina, I love you with all my heart. We're gonna get your space cleaned out so you can continue to be who you are. My thing with you,
we gonna have to do you like Uncle Betty.
Yeah, move you out. You gonna come stay here while I stay there and clean that mess up. But what I was saying for you is, Regina, don't continue to say I don't know what I want. I don't know.
I think I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just say I got it. I'm doing
Thank
it.
you.
I know what I want. It's coming clear and clear every day. But when you keep saying I don't know and I don't know what I want and I can't, those are same as a prayer. I am. You just saying it the other way around, and so it's a negative, the Lord thing. Don't say that I don't know, I don't feel this. Take the don't out, take the can't out, take the wouldn't out, could out, and all that kind of thing. Change your language.
I'm exploring what is gonna be next.
So I invite you to join me Tuesday for Tea Talk Tuesday with Tricia, 12 noon p.m. as we do self-exploration.
Okay.
That's Tuesday. So we're going through the 7 segments of self-love. We did self-awareness this past Tuesday. So that there will give you, things to work with. And like I said, give you an opportunity to actually see, because it does speak a lot about changing your English. And read my article about never.
TV, you gotta get to change, tell us what's transformational vocabulary.
Yes, and the one article I just wrote that says never say never to you. Read that one. Yeah, but it should be on my because I connect on myself without checking, but I'll send it to you. And it's part of that says that you have to be optimistic and you have to change your language. Okay? Okay. So that's me.
So a reverse order, since we're on Regina, we're right here beside
Mm-hmm.
So I think sometimes I think you forget that you came back down here to Detroit, but you left in your early 20s, at 19 or 20, and you came back at 36. And I don't think you give value to that space. 32?
I was about 31. I was 31
Yeah. 32, whatever it was. Early 30s.
Early.
In other words, the formative years to integrate into a societal norm was removed from you. And I think you're trying to speak French in an English-speaking country. And so you'll pretend I know the language and you don't. And I just think you never took the time to say, I don't know this language. Mm-hmm. And that it was okay not to know the language, because after all, I was removed from this culture for so long. And for a longer period of time, from the standpoint that you got integrated very early. You went out at 19 or 20, whereas we were still here at 19. We were just in Canton, but we came back here. And so 18, you was coming out of high school.
Yes.
So you worked that, so you went out there for a longer period of time. So I just see you as a person who has just not done your exploration to say, that happened, it did, and I know you came back inside of a marriage that may not have been the most fulfilling, and so you have some things you have to take control of, and just really explore the decisions you made, and I think you'll find more joy. I think you deal with life, and you don't have as much interest to live life. Like I said, there's always one thing that we do, and that's the art. So Tree's going to make you a beautiful art sanctuary. So the art brings you joy for your soul and serve as your catalyst to wake up something else. I'll share that. I think you have been an amazing champion to your daughters and a mother. I always admired the courage you did when you said, I had to find me when you left your marriage. And you left the daughters behind to say that I have to take care of me first. I always admired that as a mom. But you see, girl, you know God is a miracle working God, and He cleaned the house.
God is a good God. Yes, He is.
Your organization, like we say, getting in the zone and getting it done. Focus, clarity. When getting in the zone is done, I admire that about you. Like I say, you used to get in that sulky mode, but I praise God that you had not had no time to get into sulky mode. You can sulk for a moment. And you might didn't think we knew it, but
Yeah, I'd be mad holding for 2 weeks. Mom said, "You're the only child that's mad at holding."
This tree's time out, but that was the cancer part. That's how they roll. But anyway, I do appreciate that, and I know it's been a journey of embracing yourself. It's been a long time coming, somewhat, but I appreciate seeing you saying, "I'm going to take charge of my life."
Excited.
She's taking charge of my life. This is my journey, and then for Demita, I think your confidence builder is in your actions, and I don't think you do enough for your capacity. I think you have a lot more untapped talent, and your confidence will come with doing that. But you feel inconfident, so you don't explore things. But it's really the reverse. You get confidence from doing the stuff and learning what doesn't work. I learned a lot of things that don't work, but some things that do work. So I think your confidence, and like you said, Chris, just give yourself 3 years, 3 things I'm going to do that I can say, damn, I did that. And I think sometimes it's easier to fall into I call the rut of living. I'm the wife, I'm the mom, I'm the grandma, I'm working with Dr. Michaels. And just give something that excites your heart. I think you're looking for some heart excitement. Yes. But I think your diligence and ability to orchestrate and execute is amazing. And I think if you even just stayed in that lane, you could get a lot of confidence boosted from that. Because like you took on that project management, you hadn't done it, didn't know nothing about no construction, and you truly executed that job. I'm telling you, we would have not got out of Leicester had it not been for you. And so I just see that part of your confidence just got to get some more skill. Your marriage is what it is. I think more of it is just you got to find you, because then you got fuck Rick. That's just who he is. It's not that you got to leave him, and I admire you for your courage and what is it, 25, 30 years? How many? 26. I mean, I just think you releasing him and the finance. I know finance is very serious to you, and he gives you an unnerving feeling about your finance. But when you get it settled that, you know what, I'm big, bad, and bold enough, I get my own damn money. Hey. He just keep blowing his. He ain't gonna slow me down. I think that's gonna give you more boost too. So Karen, I think Drusilla said it most, just the transition into a professional role. But you didn't have a professional employment history. So you were in the field. So in the field is not going to produce in the office.
That's correct.
And so you don't know how to transition. That's how I go to work. So
do lay back. You right? That's
so, but we want
yes
to encourage you to get the office mindset. In the office communication in the business environment.
Not necessarily the office, just the business
Mindset.
I'm just saying that's
Yeah,
she's
that's
fostered in
what
our office. And then so it's not that you better or worse, but in the office we are mandated to take classes. I tell people I'm like I am because if I didn't take the classes, I didn't have a job. Every year I had another new 9 classes to take outside of my job responsibilities. So that they foster a mindset. So I think some mindset fostering around I use the office or more professional business mindset. And I'm trying to think, I don't know, even the way you manage your business, you can start there, start managing it more from just these guys to this is my business part, and I set up an accounting, I set up this, I set up my insurance, I set up all that. and pull out into the business. And then start taking some of these small business classes that are a lot offered online right now. You got Zoom, you got access to Zoom now, Score. Get involved with some of those things, but they can help you learn how to do a lot of that management piece. But I think other than that, you are a personality relationship one, and a one person is the personality that we all need because you're full of ideas. It's just that we have to package your ideas so they can get delivered.
Yes.
I know y'all what we can do right now. You full of ideas, right?
Yeah.
And we need those ideas.
Yes.
So it's not that we're saying you need to change something,
Oh, I
just
understand.
the packaging. But you're full of ideas, and I think a lot of ideas that we've had, have been a result of what you came and said, y'all, you know what we should do.
Yeah, right. That's how you start now, right?
I think of that.
Family business.
And Rosalind, I just admire you. And for Karen too, I always admire the friendships that you fostered. Great friendships. You fostered great friendships, lasting friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rosalind, say the same for you. I just love that you guys build sisters and sister friends in your circle that you had. I don't know if you met them through kids or whatever, but just the relationships that you had. I love that, like the Rochelles and the Ericas, and how you guys just embrace, your friendships in your womanhood through female friends. And then, yes, you can take on a lot, busy, but I just love how you just set up what you got to do, and I'm gonna get it done. And I think you're more of a laid back personality. So the creases in the world can annoy you to no end.
I was just like, what did Kim put me? I don't think Kim know how crazy she is.
I did not.
I was just gonna say, just do whatever. I ain't like, I ain't used to that.
No, that was over the top for all of us. And like I said, she was no different with Ann McNeil on that phone. I was like, I thought she was gonna pull it in. They hit that button, she just let loose on them. But yeah, I just admire that about you. Like I say, your friendships and getting things, your tenacity to get things done, and lighthearted. You and Karen, I think both of you kind of just you let things roll off faster. I'm very slow in executing. Like I'd be like, why? But I understand why. But I always need to know why. So I had to let go of my whys and just say, let that shit go. I ain't gonna never know why. I ain't gonna never know why Roger.
That's what I say. Would you be if you never knew? Would you be okay with it?
Just let that shit go. So that's I just wanted to kind of close with us, just reviewing. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No,
I said I came this way. Go ahead, Barbie girl. I'm so sorry.
I really was thinking that I want to go all the way around the table, but I'll make my way around. Actually, I really appreciate Roz. I love the fact that she is such a go-getter, and I've always admired that about you. And I admire that you, your mom
Roz, can you put the
flying
door?
out.
Excuse me one second. Can you put the door a little bit? I gotta
just
get
close
real
the door.
cold.
Kim
Just
over
pull it
here
in a little
freezing.
bit.
I
All right, so give it a coat.
right there.
Oh, give me the coat. Give me my coat. There you go.
I don't feel no air.
All right, go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Amen.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
heat wave hitter.
I know,
Feel it
right?
on your leg?
My toes get cold.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Go ahead, I'm
So
sorry.
I really do appreciate that about you, and the fact that even just up and making this move and this transition at this time. Because when your family change, things change, fine, after a while you're gonna be empty nester, just like me, but I really do appreciate you. I appreciate the love in your heart. I appreciate the connection that I have always felt with you. And I honor the fact that you will be honest and tell me what you feel, and I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate Karen. I appreciate, like was stated, that you do have so many ideas, and that you too are a go-getter, and you know how to make things happen. You're gonna make it happen. But I think, like Kim says, as you continue to find more of your essence, you will find how to be that professional, moving that business-like type thing, or even knowing how to communicate. Because taking on this epic thing has put you in even a leadership position, and knowing how to communicate to those underneath you. And like I was sharing the other day, I said everybody have different levels of learning skills or learning capabilities. Some people learn, they just get it. Some people you gotta repeat it and repeat. Some people are visual, some are hands-on, some are audio, you know, and I think I learned that a lot with teaching school, and I also learned it from Dominique too. Children learn different, and I always had to work with each child depending on how they learn. I could get anything out of you once I learned your learning skill. So I think that being in epic like this and being in that position will give you more of that ability to know how to do that, and therefore that will also help that professional aspect come in.
He followed Mr. Louis, was it Luciano?
Oh, he is something. I gotta type all that stuff down. It's just deep.
Oh, I just write it down.
He just be.
He encourages you to write it down, to use
I
all
do.
your mindset
I
instead of a
write it.
typewriter.
When I type it,
That's
it's
absolutely
good. This deep.
This the day was last one.
I didn't get that. No,
I
it's
said four. I
I just
said
didn't
five.
see it.
I saw five, but I gotta say
I
five.
didn't see it.
So, and with Tamita, I think she is very, she is a real organizer as well, especially when it comes to office type things. She got it together when it comes to that organizing and getting things done. I think like's been stated before, as you begin to trust your own capability, and I have always wanted to say, do not become mom and dad. Don't become Lois, Holland, Johnny. Don't let Rick take up all your space. You have so much to give. And when you make you your top priority, everybody else in your world gonna know that, and they're gonna fall right in place where they're supposed to be. And I said, she can do so much. And I was just thinking about you I think it was yesterday, because I was down in my basement and I was looking at those poems that you had written for 2005.
I got a whole hard drive of them poems.
Of hers?
I don't know why I had, because I used to edit them for you. I got all them saved poems.
I said, this girl, all she gotta do is
Well, get them Hallmark cards. Like Mahogany
when graduation time come around, I said she could take this and just change that 2000 to whatever, and all the stuff I was saying, she could just change it and still use the majority of the same amount of words. I said, my goodness, she was just so good. But we just like you said, we move in our creativity, but we didn't realize it was that big of a thing. So we just put it over here. And then you see people on Facebook and they doing that very thing. Like, I can do that.
Them dang comforters and stuff that they be throwing pictures of and stuff
All the words.
with the words on
Yes,
it.
we can do that. So I think that's the only thing, as trusting yourself will make you not, like you say, get all bent out of shape. Like, I can't do that. You know, when you tighten up your body like that, then you can't do that. You have to just relax. Because I do know that I say, I really work at not saying I can't. Because I always say, if you say you can't, you have to say I can't and I must. And I'll repeat it in my mind and I'll say it out loud. I just know that I just love the fact that you're going to come help me clean up the house. I'm serious. Because I have felt that. It's like, oh, no. We can't even go no further. And what you said, Kimberly, I read, a year 7. I am in a year 7. And a year 7 said exactly what you said. Some of it is going back and just taking introspection as to what might have been happened or where you are, and just being honest with you. Just coming present with you. That's what the year 7 is about. And it said, you're not going to be able to be doing a lot of things out here because you need to be doing more in here. And so when you were saying that, I said, ooh, that's that year 7.
Then you can establish what I want, because I know where my true start line is. I'm trying to get to Toledo, and I don't know if I'm coming from Warren, Roseville, or St. Clair Shores, so I can't route it.
I love that.
But when I know I'm
Especially
downtown
these last couple of
Detroit,
months, let's go into it. So I appreciate that being said, and also with Tracia, I appreciate you saying what you said. Just saying I don't know has always stopped it from coming. How you gonna know? What? Just ask. I mean, I went out to Belle Island today. I said, Lord, I don't want to do anything. The house it's too beautiful out here. I got to get out and I got to go by the water. And when I went, it was just looking so dark as we were going, because she said, I'll come go with you. And it was looking so dark, and she said, I'm so glad we didn't let that stop, because when you got out to the island, the rain had kind of passed over and it was just as beautiful. But I got this huge tree out there. Almost like it's 3 of them in one. And I go get by my tree. I said, I need to talk to you today. And I just laid in that tree. I said, just need your strength. I need to pull on you today. You know, because that's just what I knew I needed. I said, wintertime, I'm going to go out there and talk to my tree. I'm sorry. But I know that. I said, they had a big green circle. And I said, don't y'all be playing. Cut my tree down. It's my tree. I need my tree. But what you see, I personally have seen so much growth in Tricia. I have seen everything that classes she was taking, everything she was doing, especially when we went through this thing with Yana and we got shut down and we had to stay in house. I saw her start making decisions. I saw her making those decisions, and I was so grateful to see that for herself. And like you said, we know she would get all sulky and everything, and you know, you say cancer, I say, yeah, that's around that they can get all whatever, they can hold some stuff. And process. Yep. And I said, but when you actually took the initiative to change your life, I don't think how much you realize that gave a lot of us the initiative to step our lives up. Like the last 3 things of that, I am the voice. And when he ends that with step up, we are stepping up into our lives. And I am so grateful for that. And when Kim came over, she's down in the basement. I had washed some clothes and stuff was everywhere. She said, Virginia, you got too much stuff in here. You need to have your sister just come over here and you just stay upstairs and let her clean it out. And I said, I know. And it was like, I knew. But then later, I had the nerves to start saying, well, yeah, but I can do. I said, no, you can't do nothing. You know, I just have to tell myself you can't. So I just said that I was going to ask for your assistance because I know that you don't like stuff around you. And you're just. She said, me and Daryl, we gonna throw some stuff out. You and Daryl and Anita, y'all gonna. Look at me. So. I
gotta get that last 2 boxes still on the side.
We gotta get to it.
But everything else came up on the end. So I had to get into money making.
Yeah, but I appreciate you. But I just think that you.
I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. And I thank you for being you. I thank you all for being the sisters that you are and what role you have played in my life and how you mirror back to me. I just thank God that we are sisters, and yet we have a connection because of something so much deeper that you don't find among sisters. I do appreciate that. And Kim, that's my girl. I'm just gonna say I just love her so much. I just feel that she's been a seeker, and she was always going after wanting that is more for herself and for life and for humanity. I see Kim as being a person on her purpose, like I saw Mom. Mom was always reaching for more. And because of it, I told Mom one time, I said, oh my God, the churches that we could be in today, if you hadn't constantly kept shifting and growing, because I've gone to some of them churches and the people are still there.
Doing the same thing.
Singing the same songs.
And I said, I thank God for her seeing that. I thank God for that. And I thank God because Kim has that. And I have looked and seen where Kim and I, it's funny, I have always, sometimes, not always, but sometimes I put Kim in a place that has almost made her unattainable to me. And I've asked myself, why do you do that? When if you look at your life, you and Kim crossed paths a lot. You went to California and stuff with Kim and did different things a lot. You experienced a lot of things that she experienced. You just didn't take note of it in here and write it down. So when you said that about me even having to take that step out and leave my girls and what that felt like and how devastating that was, especially when they got pissed and they won't be bothered with me for a minute, you know, because I had left. And, but I remember this one reading we had out there, and when you have those colors around you, and I remember Kim going, and I was getting ready to go, but Kim had to do something. I said, go ahead, I got to look at some more of these books here. And when the lady got finished, and then she let me know it's my turn, and she had told Kim that she was a shaman. She had shaman energy all around. She saw all this stuff. And when my turn came, she said, "Oh my God, you said you're a shaman too." She said, "Who is she to you?" I said, "That's my sister." That's unusual. Shamans, two shamans don't usually rock like that. She said, "You guys got something." And I never forgot that. Kim said she lost her picture, but I got mine.
It's amazing. I know what happened to my book.
I got mine.
And you thought about it? But you got across the book. They had to start making circles and all a big binder notebook. You just showed me that one.
I didn't throw that away.
Did you
But-
see it?
No.
Oh.
But it was.
Look, I gotta tell you, I didn't see that. I'm sorry to interrupt. So now that I had to go to this lawsuit, they told me I had to go back to 2008, found my taxes. Now we just done purged. I had everything from 1995. Now everything gone. So Tree had a box and this label that taped up income taxes. And the income tax didn't. I said, Tree, I had you. I said, Tree,
What you doing?
it's not in that box. The Tree is said that was that other stuff, Kim. I said, Tree, I swear to God, I said, this you got on here and he taped up income taxes. There ain't no income taxes in here. And then found them in the. I said, you was too efficient for yourself. You done filed them in the drawer. Figured I might need them. But she left the box label.
Oh.
And she had put it. I'm gonna put these in the furnace room so they don't get the basement filled with the paper.
Right.
So I'm in the furnace room. I'm looking at income tax. There's no income tax. She said, "Can I get one of them?" I'm looking at all the boxes. I said, "Okay, let me just calm down." And then let me go look in this drawer. And sure enough, she done
Filed them away.
filed them.
Yeah, so
And they
no,
wanted taxes from how long, man?
I have to.
No, that was on her book,
It's
right?
a cat lawsuit thing.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I
7 years.
appreciate, like you say, you've had a lot on your plate and you just be going and going. But I think I always connect more. I don't know why, but I connect more with that essence of you that has been birthed in yourself, constantly reaching for more, pushing the envelope. You've been one that will push the envelope, and that I've actually seen that to some degree in a few other ones of our sisters, and that has made me want to keep pushing the envelope. The only thing is now I'm learning. Now let's see how you're gonna push it for yourself. You know.
Well, I'll just say this about my envelope. That was a sad, sad envelope. Baby, I'm running out that envelope. So, but I have a picture I'm going to post. I've been putting all these things together. And there's somebody posted this little black girl. I mean, she's a black, dark, like I said, blue, black, chocolate, little
That's
African
awesome.
girl.
Pretty one.
And she got this bright yellow little outfit on.
Yes, she does.
You seen it, right?
Yes.
And I'm thinking, the first thing I saw, I said, like, in all them years, Mom told me I was too black to wear some yellow. And I was no near that tone.
I know.
Nowhere
I
near
know.
that tone. But in my mind, I was blue black.
I
Because I heard black, 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 black so long.
Love that.
I really thought I was that black.
Yeah.
And that's
And
why
I-
that little girl, I said,
I
I
wanted
saved
to
it. So
save
I
it
put
and
my
send
little girl.
it to you.
It's hard to say, no one's told this little girl otherwise. And look at the girl that they told different. I'm sitting there like.
And you know what else I saw? There's a
perspective, like they said.
Sharonda, something was posted on Facebook, and it was about Brian's birthday or something. It was all these different pictures, and this picture was Sharonda and a bunch of her friends, and all. I don't know where they out and where they're at. And I'm looking at T, and this other girl over here. She almost looked like Sammy that's down there, but I knew it wasn't Sammy because I think this was up in Eastern. And I was looking at that girl, and I'm saying, look at these black girls. These are some black girls. These are dark-skinned girls like Kim. And these girls, just the way they hold themselves, they just. I said, if Kim had only.
Hey, my black is beautiful. Champagne.
You
going
know,
out.
and I remember telling people, I said, Taronda was mama's look. That was my black baby. That was just all too. I said, she was born 6 months before Jasmine. Jasmine came here. Just mama called them her chocolate and vanilla grandbabies. And I always knew I was never going to allow Taronda to ever have any kind of complex about her color. And her and Jasmine just ran tight. But I would see when we got at big functions and big picnics and stuff, I would see different ones just gravitate towards Jasmine. Because, I mean, Jasmine was just a big, fat baby, like, I caught big old chunky baby, like, and I said, but you know, Taronda, she be off in her own little world, just all in the dirt with the ants. She just inquisitive about everything. And I used to say, I want her to stay like that. And my girls have said, Mom, thank you for never making us conscious and being aware of our complexion where we held that against and talk about this good hair, bad hair. I said, because there's no such thing. It's different
No.
grades of hair. I said that comes from back in slavery, white time, where we good hair.
See, they didn't come
So-
up in the era just all you had for your hair was Royal Crown,
Yeah.
Bergamot.
Exactly.
One thing though, I
Yeah,
like
when I was
about
doing it
more
here,
that
so.
with women, I always heard and I didn't like it at all, and that was like women could not get along. And I thought
Oh.
that was the craziest thing that people felt like that. And so, you know, even like with my friends or whatever, I'm like, if there's an incident, you know, let's talk about it. You know, there's no
Right.
need to, you know, get into it. And I'm not talking to you no more. I just thought that was just so crazy. Even if you chose not to talk to each other, handle it right, and that way, if things come back around, it's always done good, you know. And I always would tell Adriana that, you know, oh, this friend, I said, always handle it right, leave it open, because you don't know, 10 years down the line, that person may come back and you said something that they remember. And I know, and I said, I don't believe in the drama, I just don't do it. And so one of my first real experience with drama, you know, I was with one of the Ramona, she had got upset about something. I'm like, if somebody's saying something about me, first of all, they'll be like, oh, you gotta watch what you tell people because they're talking about you. And I'm like, if they're talking about me, it's either the truth or it's a lie. And so I feel proud that they talk about me because they ain't saying nothing I didn't know, and if they making it up, it'll come to, you know, you'll find out. So why I don't get to shake people talking about me? Talk all you want. And so if someone tell me someone said something about me, I'll just go to them. Like, why are you saying that? Because that's not really what I did. So she had said something, and so I said, well, let me call. I called the person, confront them. Because mom said something, well, you handle it if you confront it. Then how can you keep saying that if I confront you? I'm like, oh, well, don't pass that around.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did, you know, she got really mad at me one, and she called and said, and you don't have to call me anymore. And I called, I said, excuse me. I said, I don't even do that. All we have to do is explain what happened. I was not, the reason I did X, Y, and Z was because of this. You may not see it, you may not. But that's how I handle it. So they all see me like, wow, Roz is just so like easy going and what. It's not that I'm easy. I am easy going, don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like just because we got into something, what does that have to do with anything? I just didn't understand that. And then I know Maha, she had got like mad about the boat or something. She called, you must just be ignoring my call, this and this and this. And I had to call. I'm like, now you should know me better than that. Why am I ignore your call? If you're calling me, I'm on the flight. Why would you leave me this crazy message? Just talk to me. Well, you know, I said I want to talk to you. I said, well, if it's still that important, I didn't know. So where you want to meet at? Let's just go talk and get it out of the way. I'm like, just handle it. But people want to go, oh, girls can't be together, or don't tell them too much because then they be getting jealous of you and stuff. And I'm like, there is nothing for nobody to be jealous about me. So I have always, and I know when you and Irish had stopped talking, I tried to, I'm like, Karen, it's okay. I'm like, but why can't you just look at it differently? I said, if we say we're growing, even if you don't even want to look at it from like a Christ point of view, I always say just leave it. It's okay if it doesn't work, but don't leave it as a, yeah, just.
I gotta not talk to you for the rest of life.
Yeah, just like they just roll you off and cut you off. So at times when you would say, I'm good, I used to think, okay, I'm glad you're good, but I used to think, but did you hear the other person? It's okay that you're good, but you gotta see what the other person may be saying, because that might feel like you just wrote them off. I'm good, I don't need to talk about it. But you don't know how that left out of the person. And it's okay that you're good at it, but now you're good enough that I can just listen and go, I understand that, I respect that. And
but I can understand that, how can you not have a disagreement? We have disagreements. They
Yeah.
gave me a $750 water bill.
Yeah.
And I was like, you go pay this water bill. You know you're supposed to pay that water bill. And we got upset about that.
Yeah.
When you
That's not really worried about it. You go on.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And so
that's
that's what I'm saying, and
Those
that's
are-
those are things that we should, yeah, that's what
So
we talk about.
you gotta,
That I
you gotta
always
go
make
on
sure
and
I
just keep talking, start talking
those
about it.
things.
That's why
So
me
I
and
feel
Ross
like
was
that's
just saying
important.
with Shacrise. I said she was just so high strung. I did not know how to deal with Shacrise. I really think girl is psychotic. I'm not saying that just to be
Yeah, no,
facetious.
something's there too.
She is
but-
really, really gone. Something happens. And so I didn't know how to approach somebody that I'm thinking, how, somebody else said, wait.
No.
Mm-hmm. I was like, how could she not understand that you went on vacation and left somebody's house in shambles?
Yeah, that
And
was,
then
that
she
was
really
just
believed in her mind,
really
I got
weird.
on my knees and wiped up all them
She
floors.
wasn't a very,
Ooh, she
open
is
person.
psychotic.
or not, I
You
mean,
can just say nothing to
if
her.
when we just came to her, she was always on guard to me.
Mm.
When we said, they said this wasn't right, why? And
It ain't gonna be
I don't know, I
perfect.
just don't think a person, I don't know, she was just
She
on
was
guard.
interested.
And I work with like tons of different women. I mean, there are platers are range. I mean, there's some
People have
crazy
all
ones, some
different
weird ones,
Shakreese was
lie,
psychotic.
everything. And
Yeah, there are
I
some
just,
out there.
you just learn to work
Yeah.
with them. I'm like, you know, and some of them I don't even,
Let
they
me
wouldn't be my
explain
friends.
something to y'all about Irish. It wasn't that I didn't want to be Irish friend. When I first opened my business, she helped me out tremendously. But I had dealt with so much, and I kept pushing it upon the rug and pushing it upon the rug. Irish, why are you doing me like this? I thought we were friends. So there's a few times I told Mama about it. I think I even told you a few things that she was doing. So why is she doing this to me? I thought we were really good friends. One time I told her she had called about something. I worked over here at the time down the street where I live at, and we was over there. And she was saying something, and I don't remember what it was. I said, it's okay, Irish. I said, okay, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, okay? She said, okay. I hung the phone up. She thought I hung up on her. She said, okay. I said, okay. So she thought I hung the phone up, but she called me back. You can come and take your job. I don't need to work with you no more. I said, what are you talking about? I'm leaving. I said, Irish. I mean, well, I can't come to it.
Yeah.
So I thought she was gone. So I came all the way from where I live at, but the job was down the street, back to over there. And I said, Irish, what's the problem? Let's talk about this. She said, well, you don't be hanging with me. I said, I didn't. When you thought I did, I apologize, but we both ended with okay. And I said, well, I ain't gonna leave your job like that because I know you need me and all. I said, I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate everything you've done for me. That was in the first, month. And every time after that, Iris kept doing stuff, talking to my girlfriend Deborah about it. She said, why you keep doing it? I said, because I like Iris a lot. I don't know why she's doing what she's doing. When it got to the point when she had, when something happened where Tiara said, Mama, why Miss Iris keep coming upstairs and getting your computer, knocking on the door, waking us up? I said, I didn't know she was coming upstairs. So I asked her about that. Are you going to believe on me? I said, I'm just asking a question. I said, well, let me just say this. And I told the other lady, told her too. I said, yes, I live upstairs, but upstairs is off limits. The business is downstairs. Let's stay down here and work. I appreciate that. I ain't did nothing. I ain't been up there. So Kendall said, yes, you did, Miss Carey, yes, you did. But I just left it alone. So I said, okay. So she thought I had left out of the house. When I didn't. She started telling Kendall, if she don't want nobody upstairs, she'll lock her door in. She'll all this kind of stuff. So it was like building stuff. But I'm really trying to keep her employed. I'm trying to keep her as a friend. So then I told Irish, I said, listen, if you want to stay my friend, I would love to be your friend. I need you just to leave my keys, and I'll just get somebody else. Because I'm not trying to lose my friendship over petty stuff.
Oh, word.
And so she left the keys. And that's why I got to Lynn and got some more people, and we would start to stay friends again. And then she would always come over, and I would do her eyebrows for her. I would do her sew-ins, everything. And so at just one point, I just asked her, I said, Iris, have you ever thought about just giving me some, towards me, helping you out and all? She said, what you mean? I said, well, I do your hair. I said, you ain't got a little head being funny because she had a big head. And she said, no, I don't think so. I said, okay. I said, I'm just saying, I just thought maybe you would think about it. Like I said, I hung out all the time. And this last time is where she bought Anita, where she said, well, that's all right. Don't worry about doing my hair. So she called somewhere, and somebody was charging her $30 to put a ponytail in it. She was going. I said, well, fine. That's okay. You can go to them. That's not a big deal. But she texted me that morning about 5 o'clock in the morning, and she wrote the longest text. People told me about you. People like you. This and that. I thought, what is she talking about? By that time, I was working a midnight shift at somebody's house. So all this is constantly keep going on. This is back and forth. You have no clue how she was doing me the whole time. And I kept saying, okay, Iris. Okay, I'm sorry, Karen. Okay. I want to be your friend. Okay, Karen. Okay, Iris. Okay. Because I enjoyed, we did everything together. We hung up, but I was going through so much with Iris that it had built up. You cold nutry?
No, Kimberly is.
Oh.
is a difficult right
And
now.
so the last thing that happened, so when I brought her back on, I says, you want to come back to work, I'll bring you back to work. And when I brought her back to work the last time, she was working with me, and I think that's when the community thing happened. But anyhow, I forgot that the man's son died. Frank, his son had died.
Oh, right.
And I didn't leave her money at the house, and I completely forgot.
Alright, that was the blow up right there.
And that she went off on DP. No, you gonna bring me my money to my house? I said, Irish, I can't. I'm at work. I can't leave right now. I got all these clients. Oh no, you gonna drop it off? And this how she was talking. I said, Irish, I can't. Please understand what I'm saying. Oh, don't worry about that little $92. I get it when I get back. I said, okay. So when she left, she came back home. I let her know. I says, I'm home now. If you want to come and get your money. And so when she came to the house to get the money, I had sent the light skin dude Aaron to go get me some change, so I can get her the money. So she come upstairs. I said, Aaron went to get some change for me. So I'm coming downstairs. Oh no, you stay upstairs in your own house. Don't come down here. How you gonna tell me to stay inside of my own? Really? And I had a friend of mine's over. He was like, Karen, what? I said, what are you? She was just going off and off. He said, Karen, don't. Just let her go. Just let her go. That was the last situation that we had. And then when she sent that long text to me, another text, she sent another one that was all out of control. And I called the Irish. I think that was really disrespectful what you had said. What did I say? About I can't be trusted, don't give you nothing, I done help you and did all kind of stuff. And so when I told her, I said, well, that offended me. I said, I really didn't appreciate after as many times I done help you and work with you, and you still doing this to me? And so she I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. So that made me think, okay, well, she was not trying to be my friend then. She don't see nothing she done wrong. I'm telling you, she went on and on and on. So when it was time to go to Florida,
I was gonna say it,
That's
What?
what it was. I said, no, it was some mental there.
she was so, I'm telling you, y'all have no idea.
Yes,
What
yes,
I never said
I went through so
I
much.
we don't know all the
They all know how much it is.
The only thing I didn't appreciate was we didn't
I
have
still
the
do.
friendship that we had, and that was fine. But it almost felt like you felt we were betraying you if we
was being
maintained our
friends with
friendships
her.
with her.
Yeah.
And you was very angry and adamant to say that. How y'all?
Yeah.
Now you knew what you had gone through, but again, y'all friendship didn't work. But she had still.
And
she,
I didn't mean
I don't
that
want her
she
coming
was-
around the family. I don't want her coming around. I said, ain't like she your ex-wife.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah.
But
But
it was
the
like-
thing
it
about,
got
and
to
I
that
understand
point.
because it really bothered me because when we was in Florida, and that girl that Rodney was talking to, I can't think of the girl's name,
Yeah.
and we had a conversation, and so I gave her an example. I said, Irish, you see, I didn't know until somebody told me that you lost your teeth in the ocean.
Won't he do it?
And everybody, not everybody, black people was talking about you, and girl was like, all the shark got the teeth, and look like grandma and all this kind of stuff. And you told,
Mr.
said, won't he do it?
and so you told Joe, that hurt my feelings, that bothered me, you owe me an apology. You went to them. She said, yeah. I said, so now I want you to look at what I said. If I give you an example of how that bothered me, and he apologized, and you don't think you needed to, she said, because I ain't do nothing wrong.
Well, that's what we said was the mental part.
Yeah.
And that's what we're
Yeah,
not.
I just want my friend back.
It got even worse after that. I mean, I felt like
You just
I
want
was
your
so
friend
angry.
back?
Right.
Yeah.
But like you
You
said,
gotta
like
go around.
Kim, like
But I know what
Yeah,
Kim
she got
said
rid of
about,
that. She lost her teeth.
that
she
was
got
my
back.
friend,
Yeah.
not to cut you all off.
Right.
Because and I understand and I respect that. So if I did that, anybody offended, I just was hurt because all the time we was together, and the whole
But I think that's
time
like what
running
your
New
sis said,
Horizon,
too.
that child did me wrong.
Yeah, it's like your sis
That
said
was just
earlier.
terrible.
You don't always own up
Yeah,
to
so we
what
didn't
you
know all that
feel.
now.
I
See,
ain't know
because
nothing like that.
you never expressed any of that. Like even
Y'all just gotta
even
sit down
sometimes
and
when you'll
talk.
say
I
things.
said it. I thought it was that
You
one.
would even say things
Oh,
now. You say,
no.
"Oh, it don't bother me. It don't bother me," and I'm thinking in my head, "Yeah,
true.
yeah, it is."
Because you're
It-
human.
It bothered
That's
me,
what I'm
and I
saying.
didn't like
You
this,
gotta
and I
bother.
don't, and I.
That
and
bothered me because I knew the whole. I guess because I knew the whole story.
Yeah, but we
That's not
never
what
knew
you
the whole
said.
story. That's not what
No,
you
we
projected
didn't
But
have
to
to.
us.
I didn't have to tell you.
No,
that.
no,
Not
we
details. You telling us
Why?
now. You telling us
Because
now.
we're having a talk.
No,
That's
what
why.
I'm saying,
No.
what we're
Yeah.
saying
How
is,
can
you
we
never
understand?
expressed
After we
listen,
understand you
y'all don't know how
and
she
know
hurt
what you
me.
felt
That girl has
in order
betrayed
to
me on my
support
job.
You
for
sure
what
But
we're
I didn't
doing.
know you all had an opinion or thought about it at all. So I'm just
No,
being honest.
only
I
because
thought
you
about
were
it.
ostracized and never
told
been
her,
friends.
well, she can't come with it, we can't do this. I didn't understand why.
I said if you had an event and you invited, that was your thing. I just don't have to be there.
We
Yeah,
understand
but
that.
I didn't understand
But
any of
you
that.
never-
I don't
Well,
understand
then
Never
that.
never-
you never shared your
I
heart with
know
us.
that.
And you
That's
said,
Never
right.
we
shared
were
the
hurt.
hurt you felt.
Oh,
right.
You said I was
I ain't
hurt.
did- I don't
Right.
get-
Right.
I'm
Right.
done with
I
it.
didn't even address
Her
that.
mom-
With our-
Right.
My
I
mom
wanna
had
know.
died, but she was
Yeah.
getting to
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will tell mama all the time. And I'll tell my girlfriend Deborah, I said, what is, I don't know how to handle this
No,
girl.
Daddy, just shut
I
your
thought
mouth.
she was,
either.
what'd you say?
I just know he didn't shut up because she was talking on that trip.
I was like,
Oh, that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but when she lost her teeth, me and Daryl said,
because
"Won't
that's
he
what she
do
said to
it?"
me, because that's what she said in the last sentence. You ain't even know I had fake teeth. Well, why didn't you know you had fake teeth?
What difference does it
What
make?
did you know that for?
Okay, Kim, I want to show you something.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
But I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this, and I'm serious
gotta
about
write
this
those
part,
down.
because I really have, because you're saying I'm not sharing, I really do honestly have a piece about the situation with my son. I really do.
Thank you.
Because I have gone over and over, up and beyond everything I did with DeAndre, and it's time for me to stop entertaining that. So I'm done with that. Yes, I love to see my son come over, talk to me, visit. Yes, I like to see the grandbaby and all. But I'm okay, literally. If that's his choice and he can't be with his mother, I'm okay with it. Because I have a piece about,
So
I
let me
can't
just
change
share.
it. I'm
Let me
alright.
just share, Karen.
I'm all right.
Let me just share. Your son's mannerism, when he gets in his ways, he doesn't want. He never wants to take accountability. You know that about him, right?
Yep.
When he messed up with me that time, he doesn't take accountability. DeAndre is about to become a parent,
Mm.
and he's stressing.
He
Yeah.
is.
Because I told him,
He
now
is.
we get to see how good a job your ass gonna do.
And then Casey said, and guess what? And he about to have a baby the same size as you and me. And he don't like me either. Capricorn.
Oh, Lord.
I was still like Portland's mom, baby.
No. They don't get along. So he never like me, tried to get over me. I had to check him. I wasn't the one though.
But so that's what it
Oh,
is. Like the
yeah.
same way when he was doing that, he was getting all into his biz, I'm ready to go. And then it was like getting real, we getting the drug, we gotta get this, now you gotta go this and gotta do this. He started making excuses instead of coming. And then he had the big blow up. So he had to come over to my house no more. Because I don't feel, he don't have confidence. He talks a big game, but he's
Right.
not confident.
Mhm.
He
That's
can't be
what I know.
confident because he's the first child.
Mhm.
He lived that extra anger. He lived all that animosity in the home.
Got it.
So he hasn't resolved anything.
Mm-mm.
He
No.
wouldn't go to therapy.
No.
He
Yeah,
waits till
we
they
tried.
explode and get him
We
on
tried to do
Y'all
therapy
trying to
with
say
him.
I'm crazy.
And then the
They
guy
ain't
was just,
crazy.
because I already remember what he said. DeAndre only has 2 levels. He's down here and his dopamine goes out the roof. He don't have a middle.
He
He
does.
doesn't know how to go right there. It's there or it's up there. And that's it. So I'm
Even when he called you when we was in Savannah and he was way off, you thought
What?
it was something serious?
yes.
Yeah,
He
he
was.
was
He
way
was.
up. He
I
was.
know what the heck happened.
Yeah.
One thing Shane said, she's said he's that whatever sign is. She said they are really, really sensitive.
February.
He said
He's
he's
February
so.
fifth.
He's
That
she
water
said he
sign.
is
That's
so
Aquarius.
sensitive.
Aquarius.
He's
He's
Aquarius.
Water
right
sign.
there. He's right there.
That's what
Very
Nanette
sensitive.
said her daughter, just the same way.
He's right with me.
So sensitive.
I
So
want
I'm-
you to hear this, Kim.
Okay.
Go ahead, you keep talking about
I'm just saying, and I'm serious about it because I'm at a point now. I'm taking care of Karen.
And that's the
And
real
I am-
thing.
28
am
years
glad
old. I'm
that-
taking care of me.
I am glad
Can't
that
do
you are good with that because
I
I think
am.
as a mother, you know, sometimes you do have to let your kids go.
I had to.
You don't want it to be over something like that. And if he hasn't come to talk to you,
You don't even know what is over them.
well, no, I'm just saying. But if he hasn't come to talk to you,
Oh,
if
this
my son
time.
has come to talk to me and we have something going on, I gotta let you go because I gotta take care of myself
I
first.
got you.
Does that make me feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be okay with it because I know what's good for me. At the same time, it's not something I would want or desire.
It's
Right.
not the
In my
desire.
heart, I
outcome,
still
right.
want that we will get that together.
Yeah.
Because you don't want, because now there's a line coming up, and and that's what I think about. But yeah, but no, I was
Baby,
glad
come
that
here,
you
then
said
you gonna
that.
talk.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's
the
what
thing
we
that
learned.
was the whole crazy about all of that was when I felt Daryl refused to.
Tell us what it's about.
No, he knew what it was about, but he didn't want to go learn what it was about because I told him. But that's not what he told me.
Well, I know you lying, girl, because I know that's what he told you, but I know you're a non-confrontational personality.
Yes,
Very nice.
You want to be
Yeah,
happy-go-lucky. Let's just get together, see what the boy is saying. No, you want everybody else to be there, so you have to be
Yeah,
responsible to say,
Uh-huh.
as an uncle to a man. And I said, Daryl, I said I was going to call Daryl today and said, well, Daryl, you see it never materialize. Which y'all told me wasn't no way.
Kevin had told him too. Kevin.
Ain't nobody lost their wallet and need to talk. You all that strong.
Yeah, I
wallet.
didn't understand
It
that
gotta be
one.
a change.
That
I
sounded
said,
crazy.
Daryl, he's not going to do it. But you know, well, Kim, let's just get a boy a chance. He said he won't do it. He changed his
He
mind.
gonna do all that.
And then he got all mad at me and I said, well, Daryl, let's just do it, man, because I'm going to bring it today. Well, Kim, why you just say we doing the money? I said, because I put out there, can we just go with money? Nobody said no. So he said it was okay, let's do it. Why you had to set today? You wouldn't get nowhere. But Kim, I had already set it up. I said, but you didn't want to have the conversation with the boy to talk to him. You was in denial yourself.
Yeah.
You know what it's about.
And
But
he's
ain't nobody
lying to
told
the
me.
boy council, I guarantee you.
He was.
I guarantee you, he's lying to the
Because I know I was going to. Because we were just saying the thing what was, about? just like you
3-4
said,
cancellation, we can't know what it's about.
just like you said, if you're the uncle and he comes to you, say, then your thing is, uncle, man, look, you and your mama need to address that. Now, if you need me to be there where you and your mama
Yeah.
talk, we can do this.
That's all.
But
that's all
it
you
shouldn't have
need.
went no further because all 10 of us was
I
not
just
there
didn't
when we were
understand.
there. When
What
it
I
happened,
got
what
to
we
do with you? I
already
don't
before.
even talk to you that
So
much.
that's
Call
what
me every
that's the
time
man.
you're
Oh,
there.
that's
Oh,
the
that's
uncle that
Girl
should have
being
stepped
punked.
to the
He
plate.
being punked.
That's
I
what
told
Kevin
Kevin.
said. Kevin
I
said
said
that
you
too. But
pussy.
Kevin said when I called him, when Cynthia called him, he would always come and do something. But when Kevin called him
he said-
to say, "Hey, come talk to my
he
family,"
said, "When I
about,
come."
he wouldn't do it. Anyway,
He
but I have
would
to show you this video, Kim. So one of the ladies that's in our group, she a dark woman, and she grew up, thinking she's black, and why didn't she look any other way? And
Right.
so, doubted herself. And then our coach was saying, girl, you was on the walls in Africa. That was you down there, the beaches and all that. So she had wrote a poem. I'm gonna let you hear it. I hope y'all can hear it. Can you hear it? Shoot. That Bluetooth
Stick
speaker?
it. It's stick it up here. Light bulb.
Hold on.
Well, like, mom.
Yeah.
Bluetooth. Setting.
You should say light
Oh,
bulb.
Bluetooth. Oops, no, not Wi-Fi.
What's the
What
tree?
is the
Light bulb. The
JBL
bulb.
flip?
They say a bulb.
What you said, speaker bulb.
Is it this one?
Yeah. That's it.
I don't know if it's my old
I didn't
one.
hear it now.
No, that's
We
not
should need
it.
some water or something.
It said light bulb.
Yeah, but I think that was one of the light bulbs I had. Let me see, scan.
That's right. Time about many lights.
Oh, shit.
We can hear it. So near something. I'm trying to make it louder. I know.
Oh,
Make it louder.
I made you in the color of oil, the black gold that keeps people warm. I made you from the rich, dark earth that can grow food you need. The color's the same of the panthers, known for her beauty and speed. Your color's the same as a black stallion, a majestic animal as he. I didn't make you in the image of darkness. I made you in the likeness of me. All the colors of the heavenly rainbow can be found throughout the nation. And when those colors were blended well, you became my greatest creation. Your hair is the texture of lamb's wool. Such humble and the creature is he. I am the shepherd who watches them. I am the one who watches over thee. You are the color of the midnight sky. I put stars glitter in your eyes. The smile hidden behind your pain, that's the reason your cheeks are so high. The color of the dark clouds form when I send my strongest weapon. I made your lips full so that when you kiss the one you love will remember forever. Your stature is strong, your bone structure is thick to withstand the burdens of time. The reflection you see in the mirror, the image looking back at you.
What?
That was it. She hit it.
And you say she's in your group?
Yeah.
She needs
And
to
I-
read at our,
and I'll show you a picture of
I like to
her.
invite her to the November
see what she look
15th,
like.
I'm gonna open up with my
This is
poem.
her, because now she had that on, but now I'm gonna show you a picture of her. She's a cute girl. I feel like, whoa, but she never felt like that. They had a picture of her when she got married, and she had on a cute, like, she didn't have on a gown, but she almost had like a something on. It was really cute. But she's always been
Told differently.
about her hair.
Like I said, left me misguided, believing other people.
They archived this
I know
group.
Shane was saying something the other day. She said, boy, all these people that wants to go natural now, she said they should just thank us. Because us first naturals, we paved the way. That was some hard stuff trying to find out about our hair and how it worked. And everything. Now they got, she said they didn't even have nothing on the market. Now they got all kind of stuff on the market. Now they got all kind of wigs that look like what we be doing.
That's right.
She said, we paved the way. I said, you didn't get no money, did you, baby?
That's what I was telling the ladies
I
today.
wish
She
mine
said,
could get like this, but
but
it
she
just
said, I
won't.
said, I was telling Carla, I said, Carla, you have to understand. I said, we've been complacent. Black women, we make, she said, my husband been a stay-at-home dad for the last 3 years. Because we figure we black, we making good money. I said, well, look at it this way, Carla. Who the hell you done helped? I said, don't tell me you don't need no more money. You need some more money because you just managed, you ain't got this house fixed in 3 years. See, I'm a truth teller.
I know that's right.
Don't say that you doing so well because you go on that job, they be like, oh, Carla, that brother said, girl, please. You can't fix the house across the street that could pay you $4,800. Who does that?
Can't help nobody but your family.
You ain't have, I said, what if Dr. King was as selfish as we are?
We be in trouble.
Yet we up on their shoulders, we
Yeah,
say.
like that.
Up on whose shoulders we stand. Who gonna stand on your shoulders?
As bad as Kelly Jones'
I said,
daughter
it's time for
Kelly.
Black Wolf now.
As bad as Jones' daughter Kelly said something on Facebook, and she really is beautiful what she was saying because she really trying to be an entrepreneur, and her husband, so forth and so on. She was saying, and we got to stop saying what we can't do because when God has given us everything and He's done all this and we have everything we need to make it something. And when she finished, I said, yes, He has. I said, so what are we going to give Him? And I just felt to say that because I've been hearing her say all this. And you know, she sent me a picture. She said, this auntie, Kelly, this lady shouting her butt off. Pray. She just
And it's the truth though. I
I
said,
said,
people ain't doing nothing. I love.
She said she was just shouting.
That's why I love the boot camp. He be keeping it. He keeping it real.
Does it?
You see, threw the person off the shoulder.
Yes.
He did.
That was
girl.
yesterday.
That was yesterday on the 4th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He said, this is the second time you've asked me that question and I have not answered it. And therefore you're not paying attention to what I'm teaching you. And if you insist on trying to get me to stop my agenda to take care of what you're saying, I'm not going to do it.
No,
you may have to get off the
No,
line.
that was yesterday.
Yeah, but the girl, no. Today he got rid of somebody because they were soliciting.
No, that was yesterday. That dollar thing, yeah, that was yesterday.
No, he did somebody today on the 5th.
Okay, somebody
Because
did.
he said, I didn't want to get off my game, and then got me off my game. That was today he did somebody
Okay, I know
like
he
that.
did
He said it
yesterday.
came on yesterday, and somehow they came on today
Oh,
a different way.
okay,
And
because they blocked him.
he said, oh, so you just gonna try me like this? He said, you knew the rules when you signed up. You said you would not do such and such. You gonna do this? You gonna come on here and you think I'm gonna be sitting here? He said no. He said no, see ya, and got him out of there. And he said, sorry y'all, because I said I'm not gonna let people get me off my game. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
they
'cause
came
he
back
was trying
on.
to stay
He
on
was
point.
but what I love about him is he trying to even teach us as scholars or IBOs how to approach people. You can't keep people come saying, I ain't got 99. Nanette called me. Nanette called me yesterday. Oh, that's a nice picture. She don't look black. She look blacker than me.
Mm-hmm, sure don't.
Perception. It is, isn't
He
it?
said Nana called you.
Nanette called me yesterday. Hey, Karen. Cause we went to meet Saturday. I've been so busy I couldn't. I'm trying to get with you because I got so much going on, and I got this much to handle. I got this, and then I got my check. I got to go and get my my tags.
Did you read the script he said with all that?
He said with my tags and all. And no, she signed up already. That's what she said.
No. Still read her the script.
Oh yeah.
You in the business, but you said.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm getting to it. So I said, so I didn't get my tags. Then my license got to be done, and nobody didn't tell me I can't go inside. I said, Nanette, there is the internet.
She didn't know
you can pay all that online. I know, but I'm just saying. Then there's one thing, another. That's why I didn't want to get into this right there. I said, Nanette, listen to what you're saying. That's why I want to pay $99. I said, listen to what you're saying. $99. Like the man said, why you keep saying I don't have it? If you if you work your business, you have 99 plus. But you say, but I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do this and I can't do it. Like right now, somebody calling me. I can't. I said, Nanette, take a breather. Just breathe. I said, I tell you what. You don't have to do nothing. Just let it sit right there. That's fine. Because you're stressing. You trying to stress me and it ain't going to happen. It ain't even that serious. I mean, she was up here.
And so I
I'm
would
not gonna do it.
that.
So
You know what?
that
just really showed us that then you haven't been doing any letter because you could be trading.
That's why I said you haven't done anything. I tried to get in the back room, but I said, Nanette, every time we talk, I'll tell you, go in your back office, get your welcome letter from them, and you'll know your ID. I've been trying to find it. I said, put it in the search.
Yeah, went to her email. Does she have
This is
email?
what I'm saying. She's scrolling through. I said, put it in the search.
Epic.
And I ain't even think about that.
Like I told Greg, so she said, I deleted it. I said, why would you delete?
If she did, it's in the trash.
Wait, I said, why would you delete it? And now she says, I said, well, it's in the trash. Can go get it. I looked downstairs and said, no, it's in your trash. It's in your trash for 30 days.
It's in your trash.
You see, I'm just so, but I can't find that you right. I just can't do it. I said, Veronica, I need that information from you. I need you to go in your trash and I'll walk you through it. Well, I just can't do it right now because I'm on my way to doing something. So I told Greg, so would you please go to your sister's house and get my information for me when you get off work Friday and get it out of the trash. Because really, she just don't know how to do it, and she don't have.
And that's the same way with I told Nanette. I said,
Nanette, but then you said she was a teacher.
She just got hired in at school. Just got hired in. Teaching like a special ed children.
Well, yeah, probably so. Cause that ain't good.
You gotta be better than that to be special ed.
She is. I mean, if you would have heard her yesterday.
Y'all have to remember there is stats on why our children are not being
educated. That's right.
Accountable to teachers.
Oh my Lord! You got to be careful. I thought she was working doing something else in the school.
I did too.
Oh no, she doing this, some group of kids and stuff. Yeah.
She might be a teacher.
No, she might be a
teacher aide.
She said I have students that I have.
She a
class.
But anyway, she broke up. I mean, but the way she was, I said, Nanette. That's why I ain't want to pay. I said, Nanette. You're not seeking for change.
So you asked her.
You don't want something
when you
better
didn't make a
than what you
decision that this not going to change my life, you shouldn't have paid it.
That's what I told her. You
Because
shouldn't have done
paid
it.
money. He said, we don't want your money. We want a commitment.
We want a commitment. I said, you're not being committed because you haven't even been in your back office. I can't get back there. I said, no,
I'm gonna tell you the truth. When that girl was signing up and we was trying to talk to her, she was going through all that stuff she wasn't getting. I knew then she was not there. Well, because she could not get the fact fact that we was telling her how she had to pay and when she had to pay, that she just wasn't getting that at all.
And then Michelle talked to Nikki for 2 hours, and it was so much. I said 2 hours.
Toya mama.
Yeah, I said, Toya, I keep calling your mother. All she has to do, I tell her, you live around the corner from me. If you serious, I'm here to assist you. It's not
Everybody
that difficult.
looking for excuses.
Being important.
Always. And the
They don't
excuses
want
like
to
a
do
butthole,
any
everybody got
execution.
one.
That's
That's
what
what I
everybody looking for
That's what it is.
excuses.
Cause I told you, I said, when I
Don't
get it,
nobody
I said,
wanna
all this, I should be getting
execute
some phone calls now 3 ways. Ain't nobody calling me. I said, shh. I'm moving on.
Like that man
Donna
said.
Clark reached out to me today
He
for it.
said, like that man said, and don't
Forever.
when you start doing what you're doing, then they want to say get on. He said, no, don't tell me.
He said, I don't want you broke, but I want you with me now. I'm not going to tell you about it. I want you on there to help me out. Mm-mm. It don't make no sense. If they said, did y'all go to college? You have to, don't the curriculum change? Then you have to pay.
Okay, so we got,
Yes,
we have our, this is our bonding
recording
thing.
this?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
recording,
that's
it's
what
just
it
good.
is.
But it just give us an idea of feel of what's what. But, cause we really want to keep this going and you know.
Can we tell these
We
locations?
have-
so
we're
we
gonna
know
have,
around here, though?
We're gonna have different topics where we'll
Yeah.
talk about, this was like our first time just, you know,
Just
but
getting us.
we had a bunch of different things we'll discuss.
Yeah.
And
And 'cause it-
So
because
was
it-
that through, was that,
Can't
y'all
have
help me out,
Zoom.
y'all know be moving.
What,
Was
can't
that
have
a
these
World
Zooms?
Summit or was that during 20?
World
That
Summit.
was World Summit.
World
Summit.
Summit.
Because we do have to talk about how you say how you the dialogue between male and female,
Yeah.
because that can be really stressful, man. That really
Yeah,
can.
Be that.
When you say something as simple as, "Did you check the mail?" Or they said you did. I said, "Well, I haven't went out yet." Or something crazy that they say, you be like, "Huh?" Is that something
Right.
fathom in your mind? It's like,
Well, that
you
makes
can't
no
get
sense
it.
either. Sometimes you say something, I'm like,
He
oh
tagged
my
me in those for what reason?
yeah. So,
But
but yeah, I will put my
yeah.
song on, but then they're gonna say, "You can't do that."
You just gotta say we don't own the rights to it.
She done too low. She
I gotta say-
Oh, I ain't
all the way
posting that
down.
video. I'm just gonna put it on later. That's why I said.
No, I thought you said it, one of your songs.
Oh no, I always do
Yeah.
that on my thing. When I start off my
Yeah,
thing, I always say I own the rights to none of these songs. I always say
Right.
Yeah, you
I
got
own
to,
no
they
rights to
will-
nothing to this
They
song. I
will
say,
pull
but
that
I
sucker down so
Did you not
fast.
say that?
yes. I said, but I love it.
Yeah,
That's what I
take it
tell
right
them.
out.
I
Yeah,
own
because
no rights
that's
to
what
this,
they did
but
when
I
we was
love it.
on with Desiree when she did them 5
Yeah.
days with us before, and she had played a song and they said she didn't get that artist
Pull it
permission.
down.
And I used to love.
You don't have to get the permission, you just have to
gotta be
say,
strong, you gotta
just
say
say,
I don't
right.
have the rights.
I don't own the rights.
That, but she didn't
Huh?
say that. She just was
I
playing
never
it.
knew that.
I heard people
I heard
saying
people
that.
say
Yeah,
that.
you have to say
That's
it.
why they were saying that.
That's why I said all the
Right.
time when they come on, I say I do not own the rights to anything to this song, but I love it.
All that stuff in the
That
car.
bag apples was so good.
They were, I know, weren't they?
I don't.
The what was?
I got apples in my car. I got some tomatoes in my car. I got oranges in my car. I got some chicken in my car.
I mean,
I got some
give
cabbage in
Give me
my
some.
car.
Over my house, Demita.
I got the meatballs you won't trade.
Okay.
Not a whole big bag, but it's some
Oh, I didn't.
meatballs.
Okay.
I have onions. You mean little onions or big?
Well, no, they're nice size, but they're in a little bag. A bag.
Oh.
I said Rick cook all the time.
Yeah, we just bought a bag. What's today? Thursday. Which I don't know. When I come to your house yesterday, wasn't it? Gina made pumpkin pancakes, yeah. That's what I forgot to tell her.
No, I told her, I said, you told me about it, I saw the package.
What's that?
No, I did the box, and then I made
But
my
then
own.
she
Pumpkin
made
spice.
her-
I told her the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I
Okay, I
made
think
pumpkin
it's in
spice.
there
I
now.
had pumpkin after that. I played with it till I got it to taste like I wanted it.
I think this is mine.
Yeah.
Sisters.
The
What you
pancake.
call them?
Pancake, pumpkin pancake.
And then, can I hold some there's another song, oh, I didn't write it down. There's
What?
another song I like too. I had Googled like all the songs that had like sisters and stuff in it. So I could like
Oh, so you
have
can
it
play
to
them.
a different one. I was like, oh.
Oh, she got the video of it. Oh, that's right, I remember that.
That's really sisters down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's the funniest looking right there. She's like the little cartoon fake
I didn't know that was the song.
Just a song.
No, they sisters. for
Did you
real.
see it? Did you see him,
I
Trick?
know, I
And the Pointer Sisters are sisters.
Yeah.
I know the point sisters, but I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they also
What happened to the point since you hit that?
And you can tell the one you said it's funny looking. She can't even get with him like that. You notice that, Trick?
She what?
She be trying to get with him, and they all out here. And
She
she
don't
trying.
have no rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Which one's that one?
This
The one
is
with
what
the
you
short
call
hair.
that.
Well, else but sit one in the back.
Yeah. No, but she would be off, and they'd be on another beat, and she finally catch him and get on it with him.
tall,
slim,
slim
tall,
one.
ain't she? Isn't she?
She ain't moving that
They
foot like
doing
the
That's
other.
what I'm saying.
Can't get it when she do she get the
She do
rhythm.
the
Y'all
rhythm,
get these
yeah.
supports, they doing tomorrow morning, let your team members know the
I think
epic
so.
education.
At 7 in the morning.
We'll be doing a mindset training at 10 a.m.
Yes, 10.
It's
That's
supposed to
what
be
I
a
saw that
call,
one.
Zoom.
Yeah, I did see that.
They had somebody talking about 7 in the morning too, wasn't it?
That might be the training.
Wait, no, let me put the picture back up. Put the picture back up, Karen. Put the picture back up.
Beginner.
Go back up.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I saw.
Yeah, the trainer, I got on one time to watch the training at 7, but that's not for beginners.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. So I was like, oh
No.
Lord,
I said, oh, this ain't right.
I know.
That's why that girl was
I
saying she
did
came to
that
the
too.
Peanut Saturday.
7
I'm
and
going
9
crazy.
in the
So I said,
morning.
that's not
No,
for
it's
you.
not
That's
9.
the dancing. No. You just
Where do you go to the
beginner.
meeting?
Oh, they do the pictures on that?
We had
Yeah,
a
video.
But you was going with your young what's the word?